So I wanted to make a recording of Chris's and mine engagement book. This is how Chris asked me to marry him, and he did this on the first day of fall back in 2007. And the joke here in the front, it's Chris and Jayda the early years, but he crossed out the S because we didn't even date for a year. So as I pan back, you can see that it's a scrapbook that he made. Let me go ahead and I'm going to open it for you. It reads like a story. Let me get up a little bit so you can see when I open it. So before I do this, actually, Chris took me out. I should tell the backstory before I open it. Chris took me out to his favorite place in Lucerne Valley, just out to these dead palm trees, and there's actually a picture of the dead palm trees in here, and he just gave me the book. Didn't say anything and just told me to read it. So let me open it. And it says, "Once upon a time," it's got a little hand here, "there was a girl." There's a picture of me and little Kennedy and Alex, which is closer to their ages there at the time, "who met a boy, an awkward boy." Picture of a robot there, which is of course what I call my husband. "And they went bowling." And that is a picture of the very first night Chris and I met. Everyone knows how much I like taking pictures, and I made him take a picture with me the very first night we met, and who would have known we were going to be married? And then it says twice, so it says we went bowling twice. Next page over. And that's a picture of the second time we went bowling. And then it said he liked phone booths, which this is one of those, infamous English phone booths. This is Chris in a phone booth. She liked fanciness. He knew she was one in a million. She took him to see his favorite band, and this is Low Straitjackets. That is the first concert we went to, and then that's one of the albums, Viva Low Straitjackets. That's something he cut out there. That's a picture of Low Straitjackets. Very good band. Everybody should check them out. And it says they went to beautiful locales, such as the Huntington, which is one of our favorite places. And then it says road trip there. And Chris loves record stores. And this was all the same day we went to Canterbury Records in Pasadena. And then we did go to Las Vegas and see Spamalot. So this whole page is dedicated to seeing Spamalot. There's the tickets there. And Chris and his love for Elvis. And actually, the funny story with these things are these confetti pieces shot out of the wall at one point, and Chris was picking them up, and I just thought it was weird that he was a hoarder and a trash digger, but he knew all along when we were dating that he was going to make this book, so he was always collecting things. Now, these are the dead palm trees that he took me to when he gave me this book and just gave it to me and said, read it. And this Ace Motel is a place out in Lucerne where he used to take me. He just liked it there. We would take pictures there and just kind of look around there. So that's the dead palm trees where he proposed to me. We did go to Calico Ghost Town in the middle of summer. It was so hot I thought I was going to die. So these are all just things that we did. And it said, but it wasn't all just jet setting and cocktails. They enjoyed the simpler things in life. Movies, and it says Evan Almighty, which was horrible, Sicko, Hot Fuzz, and then these two tickets actually were the very first movie that we saw, which was 300, but they were in the car, and they you know, got too hot, and so they just turned that color, but they were to 300, which was a horrible movie. And then we did go and see Three Bad Jacks, which Chris didn't care for. And it says concerts, intelligent political discourse, right here. And then this is me writing about my 9/11 beliefs. And then it also says obsession with personal hygiene, which this is a little fresh snap that you get when you go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which I also highly recommend. So that was from Roscoe's. And here it said, the boy realized quickly he not only loved the girl, but he needed the girl. She was his compass. The boy asked the girl to marry him, to be his wife, and she accepted. And they lived happily ever after. And as you can see, I did take my ring off, my engagement ring, and I put it in as it was. I took it off just so you guys can see how it was. And he also put this in, a picture of us kissing. And on the last page it says, love, 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 which is what we say. We don't usually say I love you, we say love, love, love. And that is the end of the book. So that is how Chris proposed to me. And I think it's one of the most romantic things ever. So I wanted to share with everybody what a special man I have. And that's all. So love, love, love to Chris.